All right, all right. Welcome everybody to the Introduction to IT and Cybersecurity course. I'm Ken Underhill, Master Instructor at Cybrary, and I'm here with my world famous cohort, Joe Perry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Perry. I'm the Director of Research here at Cybrary, and I am lucky enough to be included in a video made by Ken. So we're going to see how this one goes. As you may have noticed from the fact that you've got two faces on your screen instead of one, we're trying a new format for this class because of the fact that Ken and I kind of have different experiences and different backgrounds. We've actually set this class up to have two instructors covering the first and last course, and then Ken and I are going to switch back and forth a little bit for the actual courses in the middle, just to kind of help people get a sense of, these are where our experiences lie, and we're able to give you a bit more personal approach to the class and the material.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. We know you guys are excited to be here, so we're going to go ahead and just jump right into a little bit of background about Joe and myself.
Sure. So again, I'm Joseph Perry. I am the Director of Research here at Cybrary. By trade, I'm a vulnerability analyst and an exploit developer, but really I just do sort of all-around cybersecurity research. I look into basically every aspect of sort of both the offensive and defensive life cycles, rather. Just looking for weaknesses to improve or looking for sort of, new approaches, that sort of thing. My history of employment before Cybrary, I worked in the United States federal government in the intelligence community. I was a developer, an engineer at the Navy Cyber Warfare Development Group. I was in the government for about 6-7 years. Then I came private sector. In terms of education, a lot of it came through sort of the Navy and the government programs, Joint Cyber Analysis course, Computer Network Operations Development program. Basically, my entire adult life, I've been in and around cybersecurity, usually for the government in some capacity.
Nice. So are you like a super secret spy, Joe?
Yep, that's why I can talk about it on a live stream free to the audience, is because it's very secret. I'm very impressive.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's dive into my background. No super secret spy stuff here, but I am, as I mentioned, the master instructor at Cybrary. My expertises are pen testing, and which is basically ethical hacking, as you hear it in the news, and then digital forensics. I'm an adjunct professor of digital forensics. Much of my background is actually healthcare, so I started out as a clinician, working as a nurse, and working through that angle, and then I jumped into the IT side, and then eventually into the cybersecurity side as well. I hold both the Certified Ethical Hacker as well as the Computer Hacking Forensic Investigator certifications. Those will make more sense as you kind of break off into your chosen career path. That being said, I've also created questions for the CHFI exam, the latest version that's out, as well as reviewing content for the CEH. Both of those are by an organization called Easy Counsel. I hold a master's.
What it comes down to is if you've ever taken a class or a test or a certification or anything in this field, Ken probably wrote it and taught you about it.
Yes. Maybe not all of them, but a good amount of stuff. So. And hopefully you enjoyed the questions. Yes. And then also my of course, formal education, the Master's of Science in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance from Western Governors University. That's actually where I picked up the two certifications, along with an undergraduate in Cybersecurity Management / Information Systems from Strayer University. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump into the rest of the course here. If you guys have any questions at all, we're going to open up a Q&A at the end of this session today. So feel free in the chat to ask any questions that you want. There's no dumb question at all. So we're going to jump right into it.
So the course overview, what are we going to be covering? Sort of what's the point of this course? So those of you who've taken Cybrary Live courses in the past are probably kind of familiar with our general structure. We have our slide decks, we have sort of the structured out classes that we're going to do over some period of time. This one's a little bit different. Besides the fact that you have both Ken and my mugs on your screen, there's also the fact that we're really doing this as an initial approach. So this course is really designed for people just starting in the field, people who are really interested in IT and cybersecurity who don't really know anything about it, recruiters who are looking to better understand sort of the jobs they're hiring people for, as well as managers to kind of help bin some of these skill sets and talents. So we're going to be going through 4 career paths: system administrator, the network engineer, the forensics and incident response, and the offensive security and pen testing. We're going to talk about the responsibilities of those roles. We're going to talk about sort of what they do for a living and why they're, what their days are like. We're going to talk about the tools you're going to use in those. So a lot of these courses are going to be spent giving you sort of a basic understanding of these tools. We're going to talk about the certifications you're going to want to pursue to be successful in these fields. And then we're going to talk about sort of all of those things encompassed in the career path on Cybrary and sort of give you a sense of how our learning is structured, and if you choose to go through these career paths with us, sort of a sense of what that's going to look like. This is both sort of the outline for what we're going to touch on lightly today in our course. Today is sort of an overview of all 4, and then each of the courses or each of the classes after this will be sort of these topics again, but in a much deeper, more sort of fleshed out way.